decades, and I still have a little bit of an accent, and I actually bring it up very often in my calls. I'm not shy about it. So I love my heritage. So yeah, I was born in Ukraine, and it's back then it was a third world country, and it's still going through a lot of struggles. But where did my love come for sales, and eventually stepping into an account executive position for many, many years? I saw my father hustle his whole life in Ukraine, and his goal in life was to provide a very comfortable life for us. And so he and my grandma, actually, my paternal grandma, they both had an import-export business where they were buying products in Ukraine and then, taking it to countries like Poland, Romania, Turkey, etc., selling it there, buying products there, bringing it back to Ukraine. So it was like a whole thing they had going on. And I was lucky enough to actually join them on some of these journeys. So I've been to Poland with them multiple times, helping them, sell the products. And I think that's where my love for sales and entrepreneurship really came from, was seeing my dad and my grandma hustle, and at a very early age, being a part of that myself.
That's amazing. Quite a background. And speaking of background, Vika, gosh, the very beginning of the show was on mute. Charlene just notified me. I have to let the audience know real quick what this whole show is about. It's how to grow your company by 500%. So a little bit about Victoria. She is one of my very, very good friends, my former boss at Yelp.com. I'm just recapping the intro. Again, she's a beautiful mother of three beautiful girls. She's been a sales leader for over a decade. She's helped Yelp grow from 2007 to 2015, ranked number one sales manager for multiple years in a row. She's motivated her sales team to attend President's Club many times for superior performance as the top 10%. She is an unsung hero. She has always put others above herself. Do not let her beautiful style fool you. Victoria is one of the most endearing people I know, and today she's going to help us understand how to grow your company by revenues of about 500%, because that's what she's witnessed at Prezzee.com. So again, help me welcome Victoria. And so Victoria, she was just talking a little bit about her journey in the very beginning, so we worked on mute. Vika, tell us, recap real quick about your journey, just for the people who missed the beginning of your journey.
Yeah, absolutely. So the question was, how did I get started as an account executive? Where did my love for sales come from? And my love for sales came at a very, very early age, watching my father in Ukraine, where I was also born, and my grandma, my paternal grandma, really hustling to provide for their family. They started an import-export business, and they were traveling to, Poland, Romania, Turkey. I was very fortunate to come with them on some of these business trips, these journeys. I got to experience different cultures. At one point, I even started speaking Polish, because I used to go to Warsaw so much. But I used to help them, go in the market, sell their product, negotiate prices. And so, I really saw this, hustle and freedom that came with entrepreneurship and sales. And so I always knew that was going to be my path. And so, moving to the United States in '94, I knew that somehow, some way, that's going to be my life, which is sales and entrepreneurship. And so here we are.
That's what I'm talking about. So entrepreneur for life, from from childhood until now. But let me ask you this question. This is very important. How do you balance being a mom of three kids while working full time as director of gifting at Prezzee.com?
Yeah, great question, and a great journey. It's not easy to balance all of these, different things that life presents. And if I could just take it a step back a little bit. So I became a mom in 2013 while I was still working at Yelp. And my first pregnancy was twins, and I was very lucky and very fortunate to have two
Whoop
beautiful
whoop.
baby girls. I know. Woo! They're amazing. 2013, I become a mom, and maternity leave in the States was 3 months. I had an extra month, so like 4 months, and then it was time to go back to work. And even though I loved my job, I loved my team, right? I really felt disconnected from my kids. They were only 4 months old. I wasn't really ready to leave. But it was time to go back to work. And so I was working with my team, and I really, I felt a change in myself. I wasn't the same person anymore. And for something inside of me was telling me that, maybe it's time to step away from management. Maybe it's time to step away from leadership. Maybe it's time to focus on yourself and focus on your kids. And so at that point, I made a decision to move into an individual contributor role at Yelp. And so that's where an opportunity presented itself to go into our national team, working with larger enterprise type clients, right? Which was still a huge role, but I was just doing my own thing. I wasn't responsible for my babies. I didn't have a team of 12 account executives that I had to manage, because I was, if you remember, my nickname for a little bit was a mamager, because I really took care of you guys.
That's right. I do remember.
So I stepped away and continued my journey as an individual contributor. And then in 2015, I had another baby.
Wow.
So,
you look great,
in the
by the
span of
way.
2 years. Thanks, girl.
Okay, so she's being so humble. I really have to share this because I went on LinkedIn. I'm a data person. I love metrics. Whenever I look at profiles or interview any entrepreneurs or rockstar account executives, I always look at their profile. And I checked out Victoria's, and she doesn't talk about any of her accomplishments at Yelp. And so I have to do it for her because I did save a few things from our days. And so I'm going to share this real quick. Okay. So this is a picture of our team closing $2 million. Not in a span of 2 years, not in a span of a year, but in a span of 8 months. And the question here, Vika, this one's for you, because I want to learn, right? One day maybe I want to go into management, which is I actually don't. I love my role right now, but as a sales leader at Yelp, how did you generate $2 million in 8 months? Because you were managing so many things. I think there was 12 or 13 of us at the time.
Well, so much goes into A, hitting numbers, but B, being consistent, right? And making sure that the numbers that you're putting up 1 month aren't going to fall through the next month. And so I think so much of my success came from my team, from you guys, right? You were the catalyst to all of that success. And I think one thing that's true about my management style is that I spoiled you guys. I wanted you to feel rewarded. I wanted you to love coming into the office, right? And you often recall in the morning, I'll walk in and I'll say, okay, guys, let's go to coffee. I'll buy everybody coffee, get us all pumped up, give you a little pep talk in the elevator, make sure that, we know, we're here to have fun, but we got a job to do, but let's have fun while we are doing whatever it is that we need to accomplish for that day, for that week, for that month, etc. So it was important to me that you guys were recognized. You felt that I saw you, I see you, I know that you are doing a good job. And I'm with you guys on calls too. I'm picking up calls, I'm interacting with your clients, I'm helping, right? So recognizing, rewarding was super important to me. And if you recall, for a long period of time, I had the highest retention of AEs on my team. And so it
I
was
actually
always
didn't know that. Wow.
Yep. So it was always recognize, reward, and retain. Right. And so I think
Oh.
because you guys came into work happy, excited about being together, about hitting numbers, about closing deals, right? It was magical.
Yeah. Recognize, reward, retain. That
Retain.
that's such a great segue to Prezi. It's your core. You found a company that basically embodies who you are, what you believe in. As one of your sales rep, I can attest that yes, I did feel seen and recognized. And right now in this remote world, that is so tough to do. Like, I I'm an individual contributor here at localize.com, but at the same time, I feel so distant and far from the rest of the team. And the only communication that I have with my team really is Slack or LinkedIn, like very like surface stuff. But most of my communication is accords with my prospects, and so I do miss that interaction with a group, a team, a manager, because the whole recognize, reward, and retain, I think those are the top three things that could be lacking at the very moment. So thank you for that reminder. That's amazing. Let me then go into the segue because that is a great topic. First, tell us what Prezi is. How did you learn about Prezi, and what do you like about it?
Yeah, I mean, everything really. I'm just so grateful that, I think I found my new home, and that's an incredible feeling in itself. So Prezi is a digital gift card marketplace. We work with consumers who want to, create a gifting experience for their loved ones. And then we also work with large enterprises and also smaller sort of mom and pop organizations. We have companies that have 10 employees, and then we work with companies that have tens of thousands of employees all across the globe. So no client is too big, no client is too small for us. We love everybody. And, for those of you who know what an NPS score is, we actually have 75. And an industry standard, I think, especially in e-commerce and sort of digital world, is right around 45. But don't quote me on that. I just know that 75 is really incredible. So we do love our customers of all sizes. And to me, it was very natural to say, so what I get to do all day long is talk to people about rewarding and gifting. I'm in. So the intention of what the organization was doing aligned so well with my values. So that was really important. I'm also a builder by nature. Going to Salesforce is absolutely incredible to some people, right? For me, I don't want to be a part of a well-oiled machine. I want to build the machine. And so
Nice.
Prezi gave me that opportunity. But at the same time, we're not a little startup out of a garage. We actually, we started in Australia in 2015, and very strategically over a course of the next, 5 years, the company has expanded its global footprint. And so we are now in New Zealand, we're now in the UK. And so earlier this year, we launched in the US. And what's been absolutely incredible, there's something about how do you grow your business? Well, one of it is intention. We just talked about that, right? The intention of gifting, of rewarding, creating a culture of incentivizing and showing gratitude to your employees and to your customers, right? Then there's this other part, which is timing. And when you're growing a business, it just sometimes the stars have to align, right? And timing has to be right. And so in 2020, when so many of us were impacted by this new way of working, whether it was, remote for most of us in the beginning to then hybrid, and then now we're slowly, starting to come back to office, organizations lost this opportunity to give and to reward and show this culture of we care about you. We know you're going through a hard time, right? We want to give you some love and appreciation. And so Prezi were there at the right time. We had a digital gifting product that allowed employees to engage with their teams, with their customers, and show this gratitude for supporting them, for continuing to working with them, for the engineering teams, for sales teams, to putting in the extra hours. And so throughout 2020, we grew 500% because we were able to solve a really great problem in the market.
Yeah. Wow. It's the problem is loneliness. You're able to connect people through gifting. Um,
Yeah.
so
Uh,
go ahead.
I was just going to give, so you talked a little bit about feeling disconnected from your team, right? And one of the things that we've created were these curated experiences. And so I'm working with an organization who wants to do something really fun for their employees on Friday night. And so we've been able to curate this experience where it's, hey, have a movie and a dinner on us. Right. And so we're doing this gift card where it's like Fandango and Century 21
Nice.
and like whatever movie theater that's close to you. Right. Because we're all spread out and what works for you may not work for me. And so we're able to create these experiences where no matter where you are, you can all be doing the same thing on Friday night. Gosh, go even see us the same movie. I don't know. And then we also added like a dinner element to it. So we're partnering with like Morton Steakhouse, which is, if you're more on the fancy side, go there, right? Or
I
if
love
you're a little bit
steak.
more casual, you're a little bit more casual, order the movie at your house and get DoorDash. Like it's whatever you want, but we're all doing the same thing and we're all can come back on Monday morning and we can all talk about this and,
Yeah.
have this unified experience.
Oh, I love it. Let's real quick. I want to say hi to our audience. We got Shane, Shar, Nat. Hey, folks on YouTube. Just in case you are interested, go into the link or the description section. Prezzee, Victoria's company, is actually giving out a $25 smart e-gift card to those who book a demo and they have to qualify. So use your company email in order to qualify. Is that one of the qualifiers? So I know we have some
Absolutely.
casino listening to us right now, in Las Vegas, the casino industry. So go ahead and check that out. I'm going to put it in the link right now for all of those who are watching us from LinkedIn and Facebook. I'll put it in the link. Go ahead and book a demo with Victoria. You get a $25 smart e-gift card if you qualify. And to qualify, you have to use your company email. Okay?
Yes,
Cool.
absolutely. Thank you for that. And, we work with human resources teams, people in
Yep.
happiness. We work with a lot of product teams. We work with a lot of sales teams, right? How do you create sales spiffs in a digital remote environment? How do you thank your customers for their time? How do you increase your appointment show rate? Well, we know that initiatives with an incentives attached to it yields a 30% better response. So there's a ton of different use cases for utilizing digital gift cards.
And that was another tip, how to grow your company by 500%. So listen to Victoria because their company closed 16 million gift cards globally in
We're on
2020,
track.
is it? On track
So
to get.
We're on track to sell 16 million gift cards globally across Australia, UK, New Zealand, and now we're here in the States. Woo!
Yeah, whoop whoop, raise the roof. So, this is very important. Gifting, I think it's a lost art. We only give it to our intimate friends. I know I love to gift. My wife is always gifting people all the time, and she's like using my credit card. But maybe
So you're
you can
gifting
use.
too.
I'm gifting, but with my credit card. So maybe this could be applied to consulting, right? Entrepreneurs. Even influencers. Can influencers use this? I mean, those like YouTube, with large followers. Yes, it could work. So SEO Video Show, if you're listening to this, he does give out gifts. He prints out his swag and then he has to ship it, or he buys books and then he ships it. Instead of doing that, save on the shipping costs and try to gift cards as well. So many
Yeah.
ways to apply Prezi. Want to show a demo?
Sure. Let's
And then
take a look.
at the end, if you have a photo of your kids, I'd love to see them. Or I'll prep it while you're
I
doing a
do.
demo.
Yeah, absolutely. It's funny you bring them up. I was also just thinking about, what was some other factors that wanted me to go to Prezi, and one of huge factors was the team.
Yeah.
When we think about Yelp, and I was out of college, I was in my 20s, like I wanted to be with a bunch of kids straight out of college, working 10 to 12 hours a day. It didn't matter, right? But now what I look for is different, right? Because I'm a mom, and because when I leave the office at 5 o'clock, my work is done.
Yeah.
There's quality time with my kids,
that's
and that's really
important.
important to have a team who supports that,
Yes.
right? And my CRO is incredible. He's also a family man, and so he understands the value of having a really strong work-life balance. So it's been an incredible journey. Prezi really lives by its values and takes care of not just their customers, but also the people that work here. So it's been really awesome. Okay.
Yeah, work-life harmony is so important. If you don't have a place or if you don't have a company that supports your day-to-day life, it's going to be pretty hard. You're going to get burnt out pretty quick. You're going to feel like you're working hard, but if you love what you're doing, it doesn't feel like work at all.
Absolutely. Also, know who you are, be authentic, understand what's important to you when you're making a decision for that next move,
That's a good one.
Yeah. Comes with time. It didn't come to me right away, but here we are now.
Well, I mean, same here.
Wisdom.
Yeah, it took 10 years for me, so I totally get you. All right, I see the screen share. I'm going to go ahead and bring the screen share in now and get rid of myself and you. Okay, ready, go. You're on.
Perfect. So welcome, Prezzee.com. This is the marketplace. This is what the landing page when you come as a consumer or a business. This is where you're going to end up. So I'll just point out a few things. So our top product is actually the Prezi Smart Card. Here's what's awesome about the Prezi Smart Card. It gives you access to 200 brands and retailers that we have on the site.
Nice.
So when you're giving somebody a Prezi Smart Card, you're exercising freedom of choice. You may give this to me for $200, and I may be an avid traveler, which I am. So I might want to redeem this on an Airbnb gift certificate, right? Or let's say you're giving this to somebody who loves adventure or loves being outdoors. They can redeem it for a Dick's Sporting Good, or somebody who loves makeup. They can do $50 at Sephora. They can do $50 at Target. It really is up to you how you want to utilize the Prezi Smart Card. I promise you though, unlike giving a Visa card that you might end up spending on groceries, you'll actually gift something for yourself when you're getting the Prezi Smart Card. So this is our question. I'm just kind of flying through it right now.
Can I trade it in for like Starbucks and what other stores? You said 200 different retail stores or 190 plus
Absolutely.
shops?
So 200 brands and retailers, and I'll show you in a second. Here we go. See more gift cards. It's really anything you can think of. And we're adding new brands.
Like music, like Guitar Center. They were closing down now. Guitar Center. That's just for personal stuff because I love guitars.
Yes, we do have Guitar Center. We actually, it came on board just a few weeks ago.
Instacart.
I mean, this really, I mean, the sky's the limit.
Domino's, babe. There's Domino's. Oh, Krispy Kreme.
Is that it? Is that it? That's what gets you happy?
I love donuts. We love donuts. TGIF.
I get excited for like celebrity cruises,
Of
I don't
course
know where I'm
you
going,
are.
But
Do you like cruises?
That is one thing that I'm probably like, it's okay. Maybe not a cruise for me, but
I love cruises too. Actually, I go almost every year except for 2020. We missed our yearly cruise. We have Twitch and
Oh,
Hulu, so
well,
this is good.
we do. I was shopping with my kids. I was at Nordstrom, and of course, they got to have the most expensive shoes. And since Prezi was kind enough to send us gift cards, I was able to pull up my Prezi Smart Card
Mm,
at Nordstrom's and just get that
nice,
paid for with my Prezi Smart Card. I just had to swap it for Nordstrom. That's
nice.
it. So you can swap your Prezi Smart for any of this. And then we talked about the curated experiences, right?
Mm.
Doing something fun for your team on Friday night. So we have a foodie smart card, right? Which includes all sorts of food brands. So in this case, this card gives you access to Chipotle, Domino's, DoorDash, Instacart, Papa John's, and Uber Eats.
Oh,
And
sweet.
you have $100 on here, and today you just want to spend $15. So you spend that $15, and you have remaining budget to use it another time.
I love it. This is great.
Yeah, and you can always come in and just buy a single card. If you want to give me a Saks Fifth Avenue card for my birthday,
Mm.
I'm good with that. Just hint, hint.
Okay, check on the list. All right, good. And then, is there anything else? Because I have a picture of your beautiful daughters, and I just want to show everyone your family right now because you're balancing all this, and you have three kids at the same time. You are a super woman. Here they are.
Thank you.
Look at
You're
that.
too kind.
Look at that. Oh, beautiful. And what's her name from left to right? So we have Sophie, Talia.
So yeah, yep. So Talia, she's my youngest one. She's in the middle with the blonde hair. She's 6 years old. And then the cutie to the right of me holding a cup is Sophia, and she's
Sophia.
incredible. She's coding already. She's taken swim classes. She's taken art classes. And then Rochelle is my curly haired beauty. And she loves gymnastics and she loves dance. And she's like the little mama bear of the family. She takes care of everybody. And Talia, everybody says she's my little twin. So everybody has a twin here.
You all look alike. It's like quadruplets.
Yeah,
Beautiful
they
babies.
thank you. They inspire me in so many ways. It's incredible, how they can all look at one thing and see something completely different and have a completely different perspective on this one thing that they're all looking at that looks the same to me. And so I take that with me in my professional life as well. Not everyone
Sounds like,
sees things the same way.
oh yeah, it sounds a lot like sales. You're in the sales world every day, all day. So
Absolutely.
before I ask my last question here, how can people find you?
They can find me on LinkedIn is probably the easiest and the
Yep,
fastest way. So it's there,
right there
right?
at the bottom.
I'm always happy. I check my DMs, and I'm always happy to respond, to engage, to, meet new people. I've been in the Bay Area for so long. I connected with a lot of different communities, and so everyone's welcome.
Yeah. So go ahead and follow her. It's Victoria slash Volfvofski slash 4791489. Vika, you have to fix your vanity URL on your LinkedIn. You have the
I
default
work
one, but
here now.
I know. Okay.
You're my
You,
tech social media guru.
I'm your social media guru. Okay. So, final question. How does Victoria close deals?
Oh man, I just kind of show up, and do me, really.
And look
Um,
fly.
on good days. Um, there's, there's some just sales one-on-one that we learn through our journey, like know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Be passionate about what you're talking about. Know how you can bring value to whomever you're engaging with. I'm never going in to sell. I'm always going in to learn, ask questions, understand if there are any initiatives that are important to them that I can help power for them. And that helps me have really engaging and effective conversations, right? I want to establish early on, like, is this a fit for you, right? Based on what you're doing, do I have a solution that could potentially provide value for you? If that's the case, awesome. But also do a little bit of time ahead of the call. Look at who you're talking to, right? Who's the audience, right? What is the organization doing? Look up their 10K. Is there anything that they're working on? Anything that can add value to them now and long term? And sometimes it's okay to say, you know what, I appreciate this so much, but let's re-engage at a different time, or etc. Right? Like, I'm not here to sell. I'm here to solve, make your life better, right?
Yeah.
And also be yourself.
Yep.
Like, what you see is what you get. Like, I have a little bit of an accent, I can be a little soft on my feminine side, and sometimes I can be a little hard on my masculine side. And that's
Mama
okay.
side and Papa side.
Exactly. I'm softer in the beginning, but I'll always go for the kill at the end and want to close, right?
Nice.
If there's opportunity to do so. So just be genuine, know who you're talking to, know what you're talking about, and know that we're really all here to help each other, and have fun.
Yeah.
Life is too short not to have fun.
Yes, so true. Yes, be passionate. You can't be passionate about anything if you don't know enough about that topic. And so learn as much as you can. Tune in for free here on the Close One Sale Show. If you are new here, about 71% of our viewers haven't subscribed yet. So quick reminder, click on the subscribe button down there. And if you like our content, let us know in the comment section. And Vika, I am so happy you are here. Namaste. You should stay. But is there anything else you want to share with our audience before we hop off to make this feel complete?
No, thank you. Take care of yourselves. This profession, this field is not easy. Make sure that you take time for yourself. Nurture your heart, your soul, your body, and just stay positive, and all will be perfect.
Such a good message. Thank you so much, Vika. Until next time, everyone. Peace.
Awesome. Yeah. Bye.
Bring that ass back like a boom boom.